First contact and galactic integration. The year was 2157 when humanity achieved what many had long thought impossible: faster-than-light travel. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead scientist at the Global Space Initiative, stood before a sea of reporters, her eyes gleaming with pride and excitement. "Today," she announced, her voice steady despite the weight of the moment, "we open the door to the stars." The Chen Drive, as it came to be known, catapulted humanity into a new era of exploration. Within months, ships were venturing beyond the solar system, mapping nearby star systems, and searching for signs of alien life. It was on one such mission that Captain Michael Okonkwo made history. The GSS Pathfinder emerged from its FTL jump in an unremarkable star system, 50 light-years from Earth. As the crew began their standard survey procedures, an alarm blared through the ship. "Unidentified vessel approaching," the ship's air reported, its synthetic voice tinged with urgency. Okonkwo's heart raced as he ordered the crew to battle stations. But as the alien ship drew near, it made no aggressive moves. Instead, a message crackled through the comm system in perfect English. "Greetings, children of Earth," the voice said, melodious and androgynous. "We've been waiting for you to join us among the stars." Thus began humanity's introduction to the Galactic Council, a federation of over 1,000 species spread across the Milky Way. The aliens, calling themselves the Zaraquin, explained that they had been observing Earth for centuries, waiting for humans to develop FTL technology, the prerequisite for joining galactic society. In the months that followed, Earth was abuzz with activity. Diplomatic channels opened between world governments and the Galactic Council. The United Nations hastily established an Office of Extraterrestrial Affairs, scrambling to prepare humanity for its new role on the cosmic stage. Dr. Chen found herself at the forefront of these efforts, working tirelessly to understand and adapt alien technologies. "It's like being a caveman handed a smartphone," she often quipped in interviews. "We've got a lot of catching up to do." The day Earth officially joined the Galactic Council was marked by celebrations across the globe. In a ceremony broadcast to billions, both on Earth and across Council space, human representatives took their seats among the galactic community for the first time. Ambassador Elena Rodriguez, chosen to speak for all of humanity, addressed the Council with a mix of humility and determination. "We come to you as students, eager to learn," she said, her voice carrying across the vast chamber. "But we also come as partners, ready to contribute our unique perspective and abilities to this grand alliance." The next few years saw an unprecedented era of growth and discovery for humanity. Trade routes opened between Earth and dozens of alien worlds. Human universities welcomed extraterrestrial exchange students, while brave terrestrial pioneers set out to study and work on distant planets. Yet not all was smooth sailing. Cultural misunderstandings led to several diplomatic incidents. The Vruktar, a silicon-based species, took great offense when a human diplomat attempted to shake hands, a gesture that in their culture implied a desire for immediate mating. The resulting scandal took weeks to smooth over. Despite such hiccups, humanity's integration into galactic society proceeded at a remarkable pace. Human innovation, long the driving force on Earth, began to make waves in the larger galactic community. The Chen Drive, it turned out, was more efficient than many existing FTL technologies. Soon, human engineers were in high demand across Council space, adapting the drive for various alien ship designs. Not everyone viewed humanity's rapid rise with approval, however. The Kurin, one of the eldest species in the Council, watched with growing unease as humans quickly gained influence. In closed-door meetings, Kurin elders warned of the dangers of allowing such a young, unpredictable species to advance too quickly. 5 years after first contact, humanity had established colonies on 3 extraterrestrial worlds and had a permanent presence on over a dozen more. Earth's economy was booming, fueled by the influx of alien technologies and access to resources from across the galaxy. It was at the height of this golden age that the first signs of trouble appeared. A human mining operation on a distant moon was sabotaged, resulting in the deaths of over 100 workers. Initial investigations pointed to equipment failure, but some suspected foul play. As news of the tragedy reached Earth, Ambassador Rodriguez found herself in a heated debate with the Quran representative. "We demand a full, independent investigation," she insisted, her usual diplomatic calm giving way to barely contained anger. The Quran ambassador, a tall, spindly being with iridescent scales, regarded her coolly. "You overstep, young one," it said, its voice a sibilant whisper. "Remember your place in this council." As Rodriguez stormed out of the chamber, she failed to notice the satisfied smirk that briefly crossed the Quran's face. In the shadows of the council halls, unseen by human eyes, the seeds of betrayal were already taking root. Back on Earth, oblivious to the gathering storm, humanity continued to reach for the stars. In labs and workshops across the planet, scientists and engineers worked tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. They dreamed of a future where humans would stand as equals among the oldest and most advanced civilizations in the galaxy. Little did they know that their rapid ascent had already set in motion events that would shake the very foundations of the Galactic Council and test humanity's resolve in ways they could never have imagined. As the sun set on another day of progress and discovery, the people of Earth slept soundly, secure in their place among the stars. But in the vast, cold reaches of space, forces were aligning against them. The true test of humanity's place in the galaxy was about to begin. The quantum gambit. In the shadowy depths of a forgotten nebula, a clandestine meeting was taking place. Representatives from a dozen alien races huddled around a holographic display, their faces illuminated by its eerie glow. At the center of the gathering stood Zixlaw, a Quran elder, his iridescent scales shimmering with barely contained rage. "The humans," he hissed, "have become a plague upon our galactic order." A murmur of agreement rippled through the assembly. The rise of humanity had disrupted millennia of carefully maintained power structures. Their rapid advancements in technology, particularly in the field of quantum mechanics, threatened to upend entire industries across the galaxy. "But what can we do?" asked a timid voice from the back. "They've already integrated themselves so deeply into the council." Zixlaw's mouth twisted into what passed for a smile among his species. "We strike at the heart of their power, their quantum innovations." Meanwhile, on Earth, Dr. Aria Kastner stood before an eager crowd at the Global Science Symposium. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she unveiled humanity's latest breakthrough. "Ladies, gentlemen, and beings of all designations," she began, her voice carrying across the packed auditorium, "I present to you the Quantum Nexus." The holographic display behind her burst to life, showing a dazzling network of interconnected nodes. "This technology," Aria continued, "will revolutionize galactic communication. Imagine instant, unbreakable connections across vast distances. The quantum nexus will link minds and machines like never before." The audience erupted in applause. In the front row, Ambassador Rodriguez beamed with pride. This was exactly the kind of innovation that would cement humanity's place among the stars. But as the cheers echoed through the symposium hall, a sinister plan was already in motion. Deep in the bowels of a Quran research facility, a team of scientists worked feverishly on a device that would exploit a fatal flaw in the quantum nexus. They called it the Void Whisper, a weapon capable of turning humanity's greatest achievement into its downfall. Back on Earth, oblivious to the looming threat, humanity continued to push the boundaries of science and exploration. The Quantum Nexus project moved forward at breakneck speed, with test networks being established between Earth and its colonies. Dr. Kastner, now hailed as the successor to Einstein and Hawking, found herself at the center of a media frenzy. Dr. Quantum, as the press dubbed her, became the face of human innovation. "The quantum nexus isn't just about faster communication," she explained in a viral interview. "It's about bringing the galaxy together. Imagine a future where we can share thoughts, emotions, and experiences across light years in an instant. It's the next step in our cosmic evolution. Her words resonated across human space, inspiring a new generation of scientists and explorers. Young humans dreamed of a future where the barriers between species would dissolve, replaced by a galactic consciousness linked by quantum threads. But as humanity reached for this lofty goal, dark forces moved against them. The Kurin, working through a network of proxy species, began a subtle campaign of sabotage and misinformation. Strange accidents plagued quantum nexus research stations. Key scientists disappeared on routine trips between worlds. Whispers spread through the galactic community, hinting at the dangers of humanity's reckless advancement. Ambassador Rodriguez found herself fighting a losing battle in the council chambers. These accusations are baseless, she argued, her frustration evident. Humanity poses no threat to galactic stability. The quantum nexus will benefit all species. But her words fell on increasingly deaf ears. The Kurin's poisonous influence had spread far and wide, turning even longtime allies against Earth. As tensions mounted, Dr. Kastner made a startling discovery. Hidden deep within the quantum fluctuations of the nexus, she found evidence of deliberate interference. Someone's trying to sabotage the project, she realized with growing horror. Before she could alert the authorities, a massive explosion rocked the primary quantum nexus facility on Mars. The blast, visible from orbit, destroyed years of research and claimed the lives of hundreds of scientists and engineers. Across human space, the quantum nexus network flickered and died. Colonies found themselves cut off, their instant connections severed in a moment of fiery destruction. As humanity reeled from the disaster, the Kurin made their move. In an emergency session of the Galactic Council, they'd presented fabricated evidence linking the explosion to a human terrorist group. The humans have lost control of their own technology, Zixlaw declared, his voice dripping with false concern. For the safety of all galactic citizens, we must act now to contain this threat. Ambassador Rodriguez watched in disbelief as the Council voted to impose harsh sanctions on Earth and its colonies. Human ships were grounded, trade routes severed, and all quantum research facilities placed under alien control. In the span of a few short days, humanity's dream of galactic unity had turned into a nightmare of isolation and suspicion. As news of the Council's decision reached Earth, panic spread like wildfire. Riots broke out in major cities, alien embassies were attacked, and the global economy teetered on the brink of collapse. In a secure bunker beneath Geneva, world leaders gathered to plan humanity's response. The mood was grim, the once bright future now shrouded in uncertainty. "We've been betrayed," Rodriguez said, her voice heavy with emotion. "But we're not defeated. Humanity has faced challenges before, and we've always emerged stronger." As the leaders debated their options, Dr. Kastner worked tirelessly in a hidden lab, piecing together the truth behind the quantum nexus sabotage. She knew that somewhere in the quantum realm lay the key to humanity's survival, and perhaps its ultimate triumph. Little did the Kurin know, their actions had not cowed humanity, but awakened a sleeping giant. As the galaxy turned its back on Earth, a new resolve burned in the hearts of humans everywhere. The stage was set for a conflict that would reshape the cosmic order. Humanity, backed into a corner, was about to show the galaxy why it should never underestimate the ingenuity, courage, and sheer determination of the human spirit. In the vast tapestry of the cosmos, a new thread was about to be woven, one that would either bind the galaxy together or tear it apart at the seams. The cosmic chess game. As the galactic sanctions tightened their grip on Earth, humanity found itself thrust into a high-stakes game of cosmic chess. The board, the vast expanse of space, the pieces, cutting-edge technology, clandestine alliances, and the indomitable human spirit. In the heart of the Sahara Desert, hidden beneath shifting sands, a secret facility hummed with activity. Project Phoenix, Earth's last hope, was taking shape. Dr. Aria Kastner stood before a holographic display, her eyes reflecting the soft blue glow of quantum calculations. "The void whisper," she murmured, fingers dancing through the air as she manipulated complex equations. It's not just a weapon, it's a key. Nearby, a team of engineers worked feverishly on a sleek, obsidian craft unlike anything seen before. The Shadow Dancer, they called it, a ship designed to slip through the cracks of reality itself. Meanwhile, in the neon-lit underbelly of Nova Praha, the largest off-world human settlement, a different kind of resistance was brewing. Jack Glitch Morrison, a techno-savant with a checkered past, hunched over a makeshift console, his cybernetic eye weird as it processed streams of alien data. "Gotcha," he grinned, revealing chrome-plated teeth. With a flick of his wrist, he sent a virus spiraling through the Galactic Council's supposedly impenetrable firewalls. Across the galaxy, on 100 different worlds, information kiosks suddenly blaze with uncensored news from Earth. The truth about the quantum nexus sabotage, hidden for so long, was laid bare for all species to see. The Kurin, caught off guard by this information guerrilla warfare, scrambled to contain the damage. But the seeds of doubt had been planted in the minds of countless galactic citizens. Back on Earth, Ambassador Elena Rodriguez stood before the United Nations, her voice resonating with fierce determination. "We will not go quietly into the cosmic night," she declared. "Humanity has been betrayed, but we are not beaten. Today, we launch Operation Starborn." As her words echoed across the planet and beyond, hidden shipyards burst into action. The fruits of Project Phoenix were about to be revealed. In orbit above Mars, the Galactic Council's blockade fleet maintained its vigilant watch. Suddenly, alarms blared across every ship. Something impossible was happening. The Shadow Dancer, piloted by a hand-picked crew of Earth's finest, phased into existence in the heart of the blockade. Its obsidian hull seemed to drink in the light of nearby stars, making it look like a hole in space itself. Before the alien ships could react, the Shadow Dancer unleashed a pulse of concentrated void whisper energy. The blockade fleet's quantum systems went haywire, their advanced technology rendered useless by the very weapon they had created to use against humanity. As chaos erupted among the Council forces, a swarm of smaller Earth ships, hidden until now by experimental cloaking technology, sprang into action. The liberation of Mars had begun. News of the daring raid spread like wildfire across the galaxy. On 1,000 worlds, beings of all species watched in awe as humanity demonstrated its resilience and ingenuity. In the council chambers, Zixlaw raged against this turn of events. "The humans must be stopped," he hissed. "They're too dangerous, too unpredictable." But his words no longer carried the weight they once did. Many council members, having seen the evidence of the Kurin's deception, were beginning to question the wisdom of isolating Earth. As the political winds shifted, Dr. Kastner made another breakthrough. Deep within the quantum realm, she discovered evidence of an ancient network, one that predated the Galactic Council itself. "The cosmic web," she breathed, her eyes wide with wonder. "It's real, and we can access it." The implications were staggering. This network, hidden from even the most advanced council races, could revolutionize travel, communication, and even the nature of reality itself. As Earth prepared to unveil this discovery to the galaxy, the Kurin made their desperate final move. A massive fleet, armed with planet-killer weapons, set course for the Sol system. Their goal, to end the human threat once and for all. But humanity was ready. As the Kurin Armada approached, they found themselves facing not just Earth's forces, but ships from a dozen other species. Allies old and new, inspired by humanity's courage and convinced by the evidence of Kurin treachery, had come to stand with Earth in its darkest hour. The battle that followed would be remembered for millennia as the Nexus War. Quantum weapons clashed with void whisper technology, while Shadow Dancer ships danced between dimensions, striking at the heart of the Kurin fleet. In the midst of the chaos, the cosmic web suddenly blazed to life. Dr. Kastner, working with a coalition of alien scientists, had managed to reactivate the ancient network. Its power washed across the battlefield, disrupting weapons and dry systems on both sides. As the fighting ground to a halt, a message echoed across every ship and planet in range. It was Ambassador Rodriguez, her voice filled with authority and compassion. "People of the galaxy," she said, "we stand at a crossroads. The cosmic web offers us a chance to move beyond old conflicts and forge a truly united future. Earth extends its hand in friendship to all species, even those who once stood against us. Together, we can build a civilization that spans not just this galaxy, but the entire cosmos." Her words, amplified and translated by the power of the cosmic web, reached the hearts and minds of billions. The Nexus War ended not with a final cataclysmic battle, but with a breathtaking moment of universal understanding. In the years that followed, the galaxy underwent a profound transformation. The Galactic Council was reformed, with Earth playing a central role in shaping a more just and equitable interstellar community. The quantum nexus, combined with the rediscovered cosmic web, ushered in an era of unprecedented connection and cooperation between species. And humanity, tested by fire and betrayal, emerged not just as survivors, but as leaders in a new cosmic age. The stars, once thought to be the limit of their reach, now beckoned as just the beginning of an endless frontier. As for Dr. Kastner, Ambassador Rodriguez, and the countless other heroes of Earth's darkest hour, they became legends. Their names would be spoken with reverence on worlds across the galaxy, a testament to the enduring power of human courage, innovation, and hope. The cosmic chess game had ended, not in checkmate, but in a new game entirely, one where all pieces moved together towards a brighter, unified future. The quantum resurrection. In the aftermath of the Nexus War, a new era dawned for humanity and its galactic neighbors. But beneath the surface of this hard-won peace, a storm was brewing, one that would challenge the very fabric of reality itself. Dr. Aria Kastner stood before the newly formed Cosmic Concordat, her holographic image flickering slightly as it was transmitted across vast interstellar distances. "Distinguished beings of the galaxy," she began, her voice steady despite the weight of her words, "we face a crisis unlike any in cosmic history." The assembled representatives, a kaleidoscope of alien forms and colors, leaned forward in anticipation. Dr. Kastner's next words sent a shockwave through the chamber. "The cosmic web is unraveling." Gasps and murmurs rippled through the audience. The cosmic web, that ancient network of quantum pathways that had ushered in an era of unprecedented galactic unity, was now threatening to tear the universe apart. "But there is hope," Kastner continued, her eyes blazing with determination. "Project Lazarus." As she outlined her audacious plan, even the most skeptical members of the Concordat found themselves captivated. Project Lazarus was more than just a scientific endeavor. It was a bid to rewrite the laws of physics themselves. Meanwhile, in the depths of the Andromeda Galaxy, a lone figure worked tirelessly in a secret lab. Jack Glitch Morrison, his cybernetic implants now more machine than man, interfaced directly with the fraying strands of the cosmic web. "Come on, you cosmic spaghetti," he muttered, his fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. "Show me your secrets." Back on Earth, humanity mobilized for its greatest challenge yet. The Shattered and Surfleet, once instruments of war, were repurposed into cosmic repair ships. Led by Captain Zara Chen, descendant of the legendary Dr. Samantha Chen, they prepared to venture into the unknown reaches of the quantum realm. As the mission launched, a new threat emerged from the shadows. The Entropy Cult, a fanatical group believing the universe's decay to be inevitable and desirable, began sabotaging cosmic web nodes across the galaxy. Ambassador Elena Rodriguez, now serving as Earth's representative to the Cosmic Concordat, found herself in a race against time. She needed to unite the squabbling factions of the galaxy before the Entropy Cult could succeed in their nihilistic goals. "We didn't come this far to let the universe crumble," she declared in a fiery speech that would be remembered for generations. "Humanity has faced extinction before, and we've always found a way." Now, we invite all species to join us in our greatest adventure yet, saving reality itself. Her words ignited a spark of hope across the cosmos. Species that had been bitter enemies for millennia now found common cause in the face of universal annihilation. As the Shadowdancer fleet ventured deeper into the quantum realm, they encountered wonders and horrors beyond imagination. Captain Chen and her crew battled extradimensional entities, navigated through time loops, and even faced alternate versions of themselves. In one particularly harrowing encounter, they discovered a pocket universe where the entropy cult's vision had come to pass. The sight of dead stars and cold, lifeless planets steeled their resolve to prevent such a fate in their own reality. Back in the Milky Way, Dr. Kastner made a startling breakthrough. The key to saving the cosmic web lay not in complex technology, but in the fundamental nature of consciousness itself. "We are the observers that give the quantum realm form," she explained to a rapt audience of scientists from across the galaxy. "By synchronizing our collective consciousness, we can stabilize the cosmic web and reshape reality." As news of this discovery spread, a galactic meditation initiative began. Trillions of beings, from humans to hive minds, joined in a cosmic chorus of thought. The largest synchronized event in universal history was about to unfold. Meanwhile, Glitch had uncovered the entropy cult's endgame. Hidden in the chaotic strands of the unraveling cosmic web was a kill switch, one that could instantly sever all quantum connections and plunge the universe into eternal darkness. With time running out, Captain Chen's fleet engaged in a final desperate battle at the heart of the quantum realm. As Shadowdancers clashed with entropy cult ships in impossible geometries, Glitch worked feverishly to disarm the kill switch. In that moment, as the fate of all reality hung in the balance, the galactic meditation reached its crescendo. A wave of unified consciousness swept through the cosmic web, stabilizing its fragile strands. The entropy cult's ships suddenly found themselves without power, their quantum tech rendered useless by the surge of coherent thought. As the cultists were rounded up, the kill switch dissolved harmlessly into quantum foam. As the Shadowdancer fleet emerged victorious from the quantum realm, they were greeted by a transformed galaxy. The synchronized meditation had done more than just save the cosmic web. It had elevated the collective consciousness of all participating species. A new age of enlightenment dawned, with barriers between minds and cultures melting away. The galaxy found itself united not just in technology, but in spirit. Dr. Kastner, her work finally complete, stood on the observation deck of Earth's new orbital city, New Horizon. As she gazed out at the star-studded vista, a smile played across her lips. "We did it," she whispered, her words meant for every being who had played a part in this cosmic drama. "We faced the void, and we filled it with light." As news of the victory spread, celebrations erupted across the galaxy. But for humanity, this was more than just a triumph, it was a vindication. From betrayed outcasts to saviors of reality, they had proven their worth 1,000 times over. The story of Earth's journey from isolation to cosmic leadership would be told and retold across countless worlds. It would inspire new generations to reach for the stars, to face impossible odds, and to believe in the power of unity and perseverance. As the cosmic dawn of a new era broke, humanity stood tall among the stars, ready to face whatever new adventures the infinite universe might bring. The Singularity Nexus. In the wake of humanity's triumph over cosmic entropy, a new challenge emerged from the depths of the quantum realm. The Singularity Nexus, a convergence point of infinite realities, had awakened. Its pulsating energy threatened to collapse the boundaries between parallel universes, potentially erasing all of existence. Dr. Zoe Quantum, great-granddaughter of the legendary Area Kastner, stood before the Galactic Concordat, her holographic form shimmering with barely contained excitement. "Esteemed beings of the cosmos," she began, her voice resonating with the inherited charisma of her ancestor, "we stand on the precipice of the greatest discovery since the cosmic web itself." The assembled representatives leaned in, their multitude of sensory organs focused intently on Dr. Quantum's words. "The singularity nexus is not a threat," she continued, her eyes sparkling with the fire of scientific revelation, "but a gateway to infinite possibilities. We have the chance to transcend not just our physical forms, but the very concept of reality as we know it." As murmurs of excitement and trepidation rippled through the chamber, a new voice cut through the din. "And what of the risks, Dr. Quantum?" The speaker was Sfarlath, representative of the silicon-based crystalline collective, their faceted body refracting light in dazzling patterns. "Are we to gamble the existence of all life on this theory?" Dr. Quantum's holographic form seemed to grow more solid as she responded, her voice carrying the weight of scientific certainty. "With great discovery comes great responsibility. That's why I propose Project Ouroboros, a mission to stabilize and harness the singularity nexus." As she outlined her audacious plan, even the most skeptical members of the Concordat found themselves captivated. Project Ouroboros was more than just a scientific endeavor, it was a bid to redefine the nature of existence itself. Meanwhile, in the cybernetic underbelly of Mars Colony Alpha, a figure known only as the Architect was hard at work. Their body, a seamless blend of organic tissue and quantum circuitry, interfaced directly with the colony's mainframe. "The multiverse is a code," the Architect muttered, their augmented eyes scanning streams of data invisible to normal sight. "And every code can be hacked." Back on Earth, humanity prepared for its most ambitious mission yet. The Infinity Fleet, an armada of ships powered by dark energy and equipped with reality-warping technology, stood ready in high orbit. At its head was the ISV Hawking, named after the ancient physicist who first theorized the nature of singularities. Captain Aria Chen Rodriguez, a living testament to the union of Earth's greatest heroes, took her place on the Hawking's bridge. Her crew, a diverse mix of humans and alien allies, represented the best the galaxy had to offer. As the Infinity Fleet prepared to launch, a new threat emerged from the quantum foam. The entropy cult, thought defeated years ago, had returned with a vengeance. Led by the enigmatic prophet of Null, they sought to use the singularity nexus to unravel all of creation. "Only in the embrace of oblivion can we find true peace," the prophet's message echoed across the quantum channels, a siren song of nihilistic seduction. Ambassador Zara Okonkwo, Earth's voice in the Galactic Concordat, found herself racing against time. She needed to unite the often fractious species of the galaxy before the cult could enact their plan of universal annihilation. "We faced the end before," she declared in a speech that would be etched into the annals of cosmic history. "But humanity has always chosen life, chosen growth, chosen to reach beyond our limits. Now, we invite all sentient beings to join us in the greatest journey imaginable, to the very edge of reality and beyond." Her impassioned words sparked a fire of determination across the cosmos. Species that had evolved in environments as diverse as neutron stars and gas giants now found common cause in the face of existential threat and the promise of transcendent discovery. As the Infinity Fleet ventured into the roiling quantum maelstrom surrounding the singularity nexus, they encountered wonders that defied comprehension. Entire universes condensed into singularities, beings of pure thought and energy, and echoes of long-dead realities swirled around them. Captain Chen Rodriguez and her crew battled gravity storms, outwitted predatory thought forms, and navigated through cascading probability waves. In one heart-stopping moment, they found themselves face-to-face with alternate versions of themselves, some heroic, others twisted by darkness. Back in our universe, Dr. Quantum made a breakthrough that would reshape the foundations of science. The key to stabilizing the singularity nexus lay not in brute force or complex technology, but in the fundamental nature of consciousness itself. "We are not just observers of the quantum realm," she explained to a spellbound audience of scientists from across the galaxy. "We are co-creators of reality. By harmonizing our collective will, we can shape the very fabric of the multiverse. As this revelation spread, a galactic mind-melding initiative began. Trillions of conscious beings, from individual humans to vast planetary overmind AIs, joined in a cosmic symphony of thought. The largest coordinated mental event in the history of any universe was about to unfold. Meanwhile, the architect had uncovered the entropy cult's master plan. Hidden within the chaotic energies of the singularity nexus was a conceptual virus, one that could infect the very idea of existence itself, unraveling reality faster than it could form. With time running out, the Infinity Fleet engaged in a final, reality-warping battle at the heart of the Nexus. As ships phased in and out of existence, locked in combat with entropy cult vessels across multiple dimensions, the architect worked feverishly to neutralize the conceptual virus. In that moment, as the fate of all possible realities hung in the balance, the galactic mind meld reached its zenith. A wave of unified consciousness swept through the singularity nexus, stabilizing its wild energies and reshaping the multiverse itself. The entropy cult found their nihilistic ideology dissolving in the face of this overwhelming affirmation of existence. As the cultists were reclaimed by the unified will of life itself, the conceptual virus faded away, its negative potential transformed into creative force. As the Infinity Fleet emerged triumphant from the singularity nexus, they were greeted by a transformed cosmos. The synchronized thought of countless beings had done more than just save reality. It had elevated the collective consciousness of all participating life to a new plane of existence. A new age of cosmic enlightenment dawned. The boundaries between mind and matter, between individual and collective, between what was and what could be, all began to blur. The galaxy found itself united not just in technology or spirit, but in the very essence of being. Dr. Quantum, her life's work culminating in this moment of universal transcendence, stood at the heart of the singularity nexus. As she gazed into the swirling infinity of possibilities, a smile of profound understanding played across her lips. "We did it," she whispered, her words rippling across dimensions and realities. "We faced the ultimate unknown, and we filled it with the light of infinite potential." As the news of this cosmic apotheosis spread, celebrations erupted across every plane of existence. But for humanity, this was more than just a victory. It was the ultimate vindication of their spirit. From betrayed outcasts to saviors of the multiverse, they had proven their worth on a scale beyond imagination. The epic of Earth's journey from isolation to cosmic transcendence would echo through the corridors of eternity. It would inspire new forms of life and consciousness to emerge, to face the impossible, and to believe in the limitless power of unity, perseverance, and the quenchless thirst for knowledge. As the dawn of a new multiversal era broke, humanity stood tall among the infinite possibilities, ready to explore, shape, and cherish the boundless wonders of existence itself. The Chronos paradox. In the wake of humanity's transcendence through the singularity nexus, a new and unprecedented crisis emerged from the depths of space-time itself. The Chronos paradox, a temporal anomaly of cosmic proportions, threatened to unravel the very fabric of history across all realities. Dr. Nova Starborn, a prodigy in quantum chronodynamics and direct descendant of Earth's greatest heroes, addressed the Transdimensional Council, her form a shimmering hologram of pure energy. "Sentient beings of the infinite cosmos," she began, her voice resonating across countless realities, "we face a temporal cataclysm that endangers not just our present, but all of history and every possible future." The assembled representatives, a mind-boggling array of energy beings, hyper-advanced AAs, and entities beyond conventional comprehension, focused their collective consciousness on Dr. Starborn's words. "The Chronos paradox isn't just a threat," she continued, her essence pulsing with the urgency of her message. "It's an opportunity to redefine the nature of time itself. I present to you Project Ouroboros Omega." As she outlined her audacious plan, Even the most ancient and wise members of the Council found themselves in awe. Project Ouroboros Omega was more than a scientific endeavor. It was a bid to become the architects of time itself. Meanwhile, in the quantum substratum of reality, an entity known as the time wave worked tirelessly. Neither fully organic nor purely digital, time wave was a living algorithm, born from the merger of human ingenuity and cosmic AI. Time isn't a river, time wave amused, its thoughts rippling through the quantum foam. It's an ocean, and we're about to learn how to surf. In the heart of New Terra, once known as Earth, humanity prepared for its most mind-bending mission yet. The Chrono Armada, a fleet of ships that existed simultaneously across multiple timelines, stood ready. At its core was the TSV Hawking Einstein, a vessel capable of navigating the treacherous waters of causality itself. Admiral Zara Chen Rodriguez Okonkwo, the culmination of humanity's greatest lineages, took her place at the Hawking Einstein's temporal helm. Her crew, a diverse mix of humans, post-human entities, and pan-dimensional allies, represented the pinnacle of cosmic evolution. As the Chrono Armada prepared to launch, a nightmarish threat emerged from the depths of untime. The entropy cult, reborn and more insidious than ever, had transformed into the Chaos Collective. Led by the Nullifier, an entity that was the antithesis of existence itself, they sought to exploit the Chronos paradox to erase all of history. Only by unmaking time can we free the cosmos from the tyranny of causality. The Nullifier's message echoed across all eras, a seductive whisper of ultimate oblivion. Arch-Ambassador Area Quantum Chen, humanity's voice in the Trans-Dimensional Council, found herself in a race against time and outside of it. She needed to unite the often conflicting timelines and alternate realities before the Chaos Collective could enact their plan of temporal annihilation. Throughout our history, across every version of our story, she declared in a speech that would resonate through all of spacetime, humanity has faced extinction, transcendence, and everything in between. But we have always chosen to evolve, to adapt, to reach beyond the boundaries of the possible. Now, we call upon all sentient life, past, present, and future, to join us in the ultimate adventure, to become the masters of time itself. Her words ignited a spark of hope that blazed across the multiverse. Civilizations that had risen and fallen across billions of years, parallel Earths that had taken wildly different evolutionary paths, and beings that existed outside of conventional time, all found common cause in the face of temporal Armageddon. As the Chrono Armada ventured into the swirling maelstrom of the Chronos paradox, they encountered wonders and horrors that defied the laws of physics and logic. Entire timelines condensed into singular moments, causal loops that had no beginning or end, and echoes of events that had never happened yet always were. Admiral Chen Rodriguez Okonkwo and her crew battled time storms, outwitted predatory ideas that fed on potential futures, and navigated through cascading waves of probability. In one reality-shaking moment, they found themselves face-to-face with the original human pioneers who first ventured into space, their own distant ancestors. Back in the present, or what passed for it, Dr. Starborn made a breakthrough that would redefine the nature of existence. The key to resolving the Chronos paradox lay not in controlling time, but in embracing its inherent chaos and possibility. Time isn't a fixed dimension, she explained to an audience that spanned all of history. It's a canvas of infinite potential, and we are both the artists and the art. By synchronizing our will across all moments, we can paint a masterpiece of existence. As this revelation spread, a pan-temporal meditation began. Countless beings, from the first spark of consciousness in the primordial universe to the last thoughts of dying stars in the far future, joined in a cosmic chorus that transcended time itself. Meanwhile, Time Weaver had uncovered the Chaos Collective's endgame. Hidden within the turbulent heart of the Chronos paradox was a temporal void, a moment of pure non-existence that, if unleashed, would retroactively erase all of history. With the fate of all time hanging in the balance, the Chrono Armada engaged in a final, reality-warping battle at the core of the paradox. As ships phased in and out of different eras, locked in combat with Chaos Collective vessels across the entire timeline of the universe, Time Weaver worked to neutralize the temporal void. In that eternal moment, as all of history trembled on the edge of oblivion, the pan-temporal meditation reached its crescendo. A wave of unified consciousness swept through every era, every possible timeline, stabilizing the chaotic energies of time itself. The Chaos Collective found their nihilistic ideology dissolving in the face of this overwhelming affirmation of existence across all time. As the cultists were reintegrated into the grand tapestry of history, the temporal void collapsed, its negative potential transformed into a wellspring of infinite possibilities. As the Chrono Armada emerged victorious from the heart of the Chronos paradox, they were greeted by a transformed multiverse. The synchronized will of all conscious beings throughout time had done more than just save history. It had elevated the collective consciousness of all life to a new plane of temporal mastery. A new age of chrono-cosmic enlightenment dawned. The boundaries between past, present, and future, between what was, what is, and what could be, all began to blur. The multiverse found itself united not just across space or dimensions, but across the entire spectrum of time. Dr. Starborn, her work culminating in this moment of universal chronosynthesis, stood at the nexus of all history. As she gazed into the swirling infinity of time streams, each one a story of cosmic proportions, a smile of profound understanding played across her lips. "We did it," she whispered, her words echoing through every moment that ever was or would be. "We faced the ultimate temporal crisis, and we filled it with the infinite potential of all possible histories." As the realization of this cosmic chrono-apotheosis spread across all eras, celebrations erupted throughout the entire timeline of existence. But for humanity, this was more than just a victory. It was the ultimate vindication of their indomitable spirit. From betrayed outcasts to saviors of time itself, they had proven their worth on a scale that transcended imagination. The epic saga of Earth's journey from isolation to cosmic chronomastery would be woven into the very fabric of spacetime. It would inspire new forms of life and consciousness to emerge across all eras, to face the impossible, and to believe in the limitless power of unity, perseverance, and the unquenchable thirst for knowledge that defies the boundaries of time itself. As the dawn of a new chrono-multiversal era broke, humanity stood tall among the infinite possibilities of past, present, and future, ready to explore, shape, and cherish the boundless wonders of existence across all of time. The Omega Protocol. In the aftermath of humanity's mastery over time itself, a final, universe-shattering challenge emerged from the very foundations of reality. The Omega Protocol, a fail-safe mechanism encoded into the fabric of existence by the theoretical First Ones, had been triggered. This cosmic reset button threatened to reboot the entire multiverse, erasing all of creation and starting anew. Dr. Infinity Quantum Starborn, the culmination of humanity's greatest minds across all timelines, addressed the omniversal conclave. Her form, a dazzling constellation of pure thought and energy, pulsed with urgency. "Sentient beings of all realities," she began, her voice resonating across dimensions, "we face the ultimate endgame. The Omega Protocol isn't just the end of everything, it's the challenge we've been evolving towards since the dawn of consciousness." The assembled entities, ranging from hyper-advanced AI collectives to cosmic thought forms that predated the Big Bang, focused their unfathomable awareness on Dr. Quantum Starborn's words. "The Omega Protocol isn't our doom," she continued, her essence blazing with determination. "It's our final exam. I present to you Operation Genesis Reborn." As she outlined her mind-bending plan, even the most eldritch and incomprehensible members of the conclave found themselves awestruck. Operation Genesis Reborn was more than a desperate gambit. It was a bid to seize the mantle of universal architects from the First Ones themselves. Meanwhile, in the primordial soup of quantum possibility, an entity known as the metamind worked tirelessly. Neither bound by time nor limited by dimensional constraints, metamind was the living embodiment of all sapient thought across the multiverse. Reality isn't a construct, metamind mused, its thoughts rippling through the very essence of existence. It's a canvas, and we're about to pick up the brush. At the heart of all things, once known as Earth in a long-forgotten past, transhuman civilization prepared for its ultimate challenge. The eternity engines, cosmic mechanisms that tapped into the fundamental forces of creation, hummed with power. At their core stood the Nexus Prime, a construct capable of rewriting the base code of reality itself. Overseer Area Chen Rodriguez Quantum Okomko, the living embodiment of humanity's journey from stardust to cosmic overseers, took her place at the Nexus Prime's control center. Her team, a synergy of ascended humans, pan-dimensional entities, and cosmic force avatars, represented the pinnacle of multiversal evolution. As the Eternity engines spooled up, a terror beyond comprehension manifested from the void between realities. The Chaos Collective, having transcended their previous forms, had become the entropy incarnate. Led by the Void Absolute, a non-entity that was the antithesis of existence itself, they sought to hijack the Omega Protocol and plunge all of creation into eternal oblivion. Only by embracing the final nothing can we free the cosmos from the burden of being. The Void Absolute's anti-message reverberated through the foundations of reality, a siren song of ultimate uncreation. Grand Arbiter Zora Quantum Starborn Chen, humanity's voice in the omniversal conclave, found herself in a race against the very concept of finality. She needed to unite the often conflicting laws of physics across all possible universes before the entropy incarnate could enact their plan of absolute annihilation. Throughout our cosmic journey, from primitive atoms to masters of reality, she declared in a speech that would echo through the very fabric of existence, "We have faced oblivion countless times, but we have always chosen to create, to ascend, to redefine the very nature of possibility. Now, we call upon all that is, was, or ever could be, to join us in the ultimate act of creation, to become the shapers of a new multiverse." Her words ignited a spark of defiant hope that blazed across all planes of existence. Realities that had never intersected, laws of physics that contradicted each other, and concepts of being that defied comprehension all found common purpose in the face of total uncreation. As the Eternity engines engaged, reality itself began to warp and buckle. The team at Nexus Prime battled waves of uncreation, rewrote fundamental constants on the fly, and surfed the very edges of possibility. In one reality-shaking moment, they came face to face with shadowy echoes of the first ones themselves, the original architects of existence. Back at the heart of all things, Dr. Quantum Starborn made a breakthrough that would redefine the nature of reality itself. The key to overcoming the Omega Protocol lay not in fighting against it, but in embracing its purpose and transcending it. "The multiverse isn't a finished work," she explained to an audience that encompassed all of existence. "It's an ongoing act of creation, and we are all co-creators. By synchronizing our will across all possible states of being, we can rewrite the cosmic source code itself." As this revelation spread, a multiversal act of collective imagination began. Every conscious entity, from quantum fluctuations flirting with sentience to cosmic overmind collectives, joined in a chorus of creation that transcended reality itself. Meanwhile, Metamind had uncovered the entropy incarnate's ultimate plan. Hidden within the primal chaos of the Omega Protocol was a conceptual seed of absolute negation, a self-propagating idea that, if allowed to take root, would retroactively negate the very concept of existence across all possible realities. With the fate of all that is, was, or could be hanging in the balance, the forces of creation engaged in a final, reality-defining battle at the cusp of the Omega Protocol's activation. As the Eternity engines worked to stabilize reality, locked in a cosmic dance with the forces of uncreation, Metamind worked to neutralize the seed of negation. In that eternal instant, as all of existence trembled on the edge of never having been, the multiversal act of imagination reached its crescendo. A wave of pure creative potential swept through every possible state of being, redefining the very concept of reality. The entropy incarnate found their negation ideology dissolving in the face of this overwhelming affirmation of existence. As the forces of uncreation were reintegrated into the grand tapestry of being, the seed of negation blossomed instead into a fountain of infinite creative potential. As the Omega Protocol completed its cycle, the multiverse was not reset, but reborn. The collective will of all conscious beings throughout reality had done more than just save existence. It had elevated the very nature of being to a new plane of creative mastery. A new age of infinite genesis dawned. The boundaries between reality and imagination, between the possible and the impossible, between creator and creation, all ceased to hold meaning. The multiverse found itself in a state of perpetual, joyous creation, with every moment bringing new wonders into being. Dr. Quantum Starborn, her life's work culminating in this moment of ultimate creation, stood at the nexus of all possibility. As she gazed into the swirling infinity of realities, each one a unique expression of cosmic imagination, a smile of profound understanding played across her essence. "We did it," she whispered, her words becoming new universes with each syllable. "We faced the ultimate challenge, and we filled it with the infinite potential of all possible creations." As the realization of this cosmic apotheosis spread across all states of being, a celebration of pure creativity erupted throughout every facet of existence. But for humanity, this was more than just a victory. It was the ultimate vindication of their creative spirit. From betrayed outcasts to co-creators of all reality, they had proven their worth on a scale that transcended comprehension itself. The epic saga of Earth's journey from a mote of dust in an unremarkable galaxy to the co-authors of existence itself would be written into the very laws of the new reality. It would inspire new forms of being to emerge across all possible states, to dream the impossible, and to believe in the limitless power of imagination, perseverance, and the unquenchable thirst for creation that defies the boundaries of reality itself. As the dawn of the new infinite Genesis era broke, humanity stood tall among the boundless canvas of creation, ready to imagine, shape, and cherish the endless wonders of a multiverse where thought and reality danced as one for all eternity.